Hey everybody, it's Jason. I hope you're all doing well. So, in my last video, which you'll see down in the description below, I went over the 2019 conclusion of the National League season based on everybody's team records and such, and did a 2020 outlook for the National League teams based on the moves that they have or have not made this offseason, free agent signings, trades, and so on. So make sure you take a look at that video. And yesterday's huge trades don't really change my verdict in the the National League. So I think the standings will remain the same. Well, it's only one team that made the trade, so the Dodgers. And it's going to be pretty, for the most part, pretty consistent on the American League as well. But just pay attention to the the team records that I have as well. So I can't see a scenario where Houston does not make the postseason. So it is possible. I still think they're going to be good. They're going to win 90 plus games, but I can't see a scenario where they miss the postseason. So, and I mean that could be said for any other team as well, but it's I can't see it happening. So, with that said, let's get to the boards here. All right. What I'll do is I'll go over 2019 first, so you know how all the teams finished, and then we'll go to 2020. All right. So, numero uno, number one. All right, this is how it ended in 2019. So the AL Central, Detroit was last, 47 and 114. Kansas City was fourth, 59 and 103. Chicago White Sox, who've had a huge offseason, they were 72 and 89, the third place. Cleveland was 93 and 69. And Minnesota was 101 and 61. Pretty robust year last year for Minnesota, and they made some pretty nice additions to their team this offseason. Now let's go to the West. Houston was the division champs, and obviously they went to the World Series as well. They were 107-55. Actually, let's start here. Seattle was last, 68 and 94. The Angels were 72 and 90. I think they're gonna be on their way up as well. Texas Rangers, who I also think will be on their way up as well, were 78 and 84. Oakland was 97 and 65. They had a heck of a year. And Houston, obviously, like I said, was 107 and 55. So if you see in the Central, there were two teams over 500. And in the West, also two teams over 500. Let's go to the East now. Last was Baltimore with 54 wins, 108 losses. They're obviously undergoing a rebuild like the Detroit is now, Detroit Tigers. Toronto Blue Jays were 67 and 95. A very young team, but I could also see them being a good bit better as their young kids improve, and with the additions that they've made with Roark and bringing in Ryu from the Dodgers, and I can see them getting a decent amount better. Boston, now that they've kind of made those trades yesterday, I can see them going, maybe flip-flopping with Toronto. They were 84 and 78 last year. Tampa Bay was second, 96 and 66. And the New York Yankees were the AL East champs, with 103 wins and 59 losses. So this is how 2019 ended. Now, I'm going to take this down, and let's go over the projections for 2020. Okay, here we go. Start with the AL Central. Detroit Tigers, they're going to, I have them projected to go about 60 and 102. They'll still be pretty bad, but not as bad as 2019. They made a couple of additions. I think it'll give them a couple extra wins. I have them winning 13 more games than they did last year. So, and that's not going from 87 to 100 wins. This is going from 47 to 60. So that 13 is, the significance of it is a little different. So Kansas City, I have them going +7, going 66 and 96, winning 7 more than they did last year. Cleveland, I have them going 86 and 76. I have them going down a little bit after losing Corey Kluber. And we really don't know whether they're going to move Clevenger or Lindor. If they do, then I can see them going down even lower. But 86 and 76 for 7 less wins than last year. The Chicago White Sox, I have them a net 26 positive. So going from 72 wins to 98 wins with that offseason that they've had. They've had a robust offseason. But I don't have them winning the division. I have the Minnesota Twins winning the division again with the same exact record. 101 and 61. They made good additions. I mean, they got Maeda yesterday from the Dodgers, so they added rotation depth. They boosted the bullpen. They also added Josh Donaldson. I I have them winning the same amount of games only because the leagues are going to be a little bit tougher, but I have them being a little bit tougher to beat in the playoffs. So, and you're not going to want to miss that video. I'll do a 2020 kind of playoff bracket prediction, but I won't do that until a little bit later on. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you enjoy videos like that, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification next to it so you know when I put out new videos. And if you enjoy my videos, please hit that thumbs up button as well. Okay, I want to keep rocking and rolling with this channel, and I appreciate your support. All right, let's go to the West. American League West, Seattle, last place, 71-91, but winning 3 more games than they did in 2019. Los Angeles Angels, 84-78, which is a positive increase of 12 wins. Okay. Now they're on the verge of adding Jock Peterson too, so I can see them moving up a little bit more. Okay, Texas third place, 89-73. Houston 92-70. They lost Garrett Cole and they lost Will Harris, so starter and a reliever. 92 wins is still going to be pretty good, but I don't see them winning the division. I see the Oakland A's winning the AL West this year with 100 wins and 62 losses. So the Houston are going to have 15 less wins than they did the year before. Texas is going to have 11 more, and the Oakland A's are going to have 3 more. So a nice shake around in this division here. And I'll get back to it in a minute. Let's go to the AL East. Baltimore, last place, 48-114, 6 less wins. I mean, they got rid of they lost their second best player, Jonathan Villar, who's over at the Marlins now. They lost him on waivers. So they didn't get anything back for him. Boston, I have them after yesterday's trade. I have them going 80-82, so under 500. They're going to be undergoing a little bit of a rebuild. They got some good prospects. Verdugo and several other players, but it's going to be very hard to replace Mookie Betts and David Price. So Toronto, I have them a net 14 wins, so they're going from 67 wins to 81, so they'll be even 500, 81-81. Tampa Bay Rays, I have them doing a net 1. Going from 96 wins to 97 wins, so 97-65. And I have the Yankees again winning the division with 104 wins and 58 losses for +1 wins. It was just reported a little while ago, you may not have heard, that James Paxton is actually going to be out for about 3 to 4 months. He had a cyst removed from his back today, and it was just announced. So that's one reason that they didn't get rid of J.A. Happ. They were waiting to find out from the doctors whether this was going to be necessary or not. So it is actually good that they kept J.A. Happ. So it looks like Paxton won't be back until maybe May. Well, we'll see. And back up in the majors, not back just getting ready to go and then later on. So that's the update. So I don't know if you noticed anything. So the division winners, Yankees, Oakland, Minnesota. Now let's go to the next round. There's 2 wild card teams, right? Playing for that 1 wild card. They're going to do that wild card game. Now let's look at this. Chicago White Sox have 98 wins. Tampa Bay 97. Houston 92. So like I said before, this is a scenario where Houston does not make the postseason. It's Chicago White Sox playing that 1-game playoff with the Tampa Bay Rays to see who advances to the Final 4 teams in the American League postseason. This is a scenario I can easily see happening. I could also see the Houston Astros, repeating and winning up to 100 games again. I could see that too. They're just really good. Even though I have issues with them getting away with cheating, the fact of the matter is they still have all the players. But I don't think they will be as dominant in the postseason because of losing Garrett Cole to the Yankees and Will Harris to the Nationals. So this is the scenario that I see. I see the Yankees, Oakland A's, Minnesota, and the Chicago White Sox and Tampa Bay playing each other for the wild card spot, which I think will be a hell of a game. So, and I think the Chicago White Sox, even though they did a lot in the offseason, they're still a step behind the Minnesota Twins, but I can easily see that flip-flopping. They both had very good offseasons, and they were really good teams, and a lot of young, developing players as well. So, nevertheless, it's going to be a heck of a year in the American League. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or ideas of your own or feedback about these rankings, put them in the comments down below. I respond to all feedback. If you have any specific requested videos, put them down below as well, and I'll try my best to accommodate. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that notification button so that you can enjoy all the videos. And if you enjoy my videos, please click that thumbs up as well. And thank you so much. And if you're new to YouTube and have a channel of your own, let me know. that you after you subscribe, and that I'll make a point to give you and your channel a shout out, as well as my way of saying thank you for supporting my channel. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. Let's have a great week, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody this weekend. Enjoy good health, and I'll talk to you next time.